signed heading into last season.
Yeah, and the way max contracts work nowadays, even the upper mid-tier guys are getting them. A trend that will probably continue, at least in the near future. I don't like it, though. There are only a small number of guys that are really max contract players in the NBA.
1:37 left in the first quarter of the game. Jackson kicks to Booker. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Booker's got his third bucket of the night. Here's Payne, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's going to be on Freak.
And we all know Utah is a very young team. Last year, only the 76ers were younger. Still very competitive given the age and the lack of experience from this group.
Payne hits them both. Clark, an interesting fact about the Jazz and their age last year. At one point, they didn't even have the oldest starting five in the state of Utah. Now think of this. The starting five of BYU, Greg and I were just talking about this, had an older average than Utah did.
Yeah, amazing. You look at the ages of Exum and Gobert and Favors. Makes sense that would be the case.
Pass to Collison. There's a screen by Kanter. The feed to Durant. Misses the three.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Hayward outside. And he elevates, and then the slam. Kanter did not like that.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Hood, the pass to Jackson. From downtown. And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player. Now with more and more freshmen, Clark, making the jump. A new group here. Booker, he's checked in for Gobert. Hayward comes in for Alec Burks. Hood's checked in for Mack. And it's Jackson in for Burke. And then for Oklahoma City, Kanter, he's checked in for Ibaka. Durant comes in for Waiters. And it's Payne in for Andre Robertson. Jackson, he's in at the point. Hayward out there with Trevor Booker. Then there's Favors, and it's Hood in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Jackson dishes to Hood, and that one's good.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoff. A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a loss to New York.
And, you know, you hate to use this word, but I really felt like it was a sorry effort that they put forth on the defensive side.
No, that's pretty harsh from you, Greg, but you're right. I mean, too many times we saw them slow to set up and get on D or late on their rotations, and they paid a big price for it.
They set the screen. There's a screen by Kanter. Durant, no good.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Jackson kicks to Favors. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Payne. Out to the wing. Nice ball movement by Utah. Just 5 on the clock. Hayward passes to Jackson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And for Russell Westbrook, a heroic effort last season, but not necessarily an efficient one. He averaged 28 points a game, which led the league, but shot a 5-year low of 43% to get those points. And he led the league in turnover average, but that's also because he's got such a high volume usage now with all the injuries.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Pass to Payne. They set the pick. Kicks it to Durant. Left side Collison. Beyond the arc. Can't get it to go. So Utah will take it the other way. Well, Greg, in the topic of Westbrook, no one's questioning his heart and his will. It was unbelievable what he did after Durant went down. But Clark, the truth is, it's hard to make the playoffs playing inefficient basketball.
No, I agree. I mean, there are certain guys who are catalysts and other guys who make things happen. And Iverson, Ginobili, Russell's old teammate, James Harden. Those guys make things happen, and you have to live with some of their inefficiency at times.
Booker. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Booker's got the lead up to 10 now for the Jazz. Oklahoma City's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Westbrook against Jackson. Payne gets a wide open look. Offensive rebound. The shot's good from Cantor.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Durant with the steal. And so that's the end of the first. Now the second half about to start up and begin. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Withey's checked in for Gobert. Booker comes in for Derek Favors. Rodney Hood's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Jackson in for Trey Burke. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Enes Kanter's checked in for Adams. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. Dion Waiters checked in for Andre Robertson. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. So for Oklahoma City right now, on the perimeter, it's Waiters and Durant. Enes Kanter is out there with Nick Collison. And it's Payne in at the point guard position. Outside Jackson. Passes to Withey. He feeds it to Hood. At the elbow, it's Freak. Withey gets the bucket. And the Jazz lead by 1.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Now here's Payne, guarded closely. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Derek Favors checked in for the Jazz. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
A moment here to see some numbers for Kevin Durant. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. Averaging 32 points, 10 assists, and 8 rebounds. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable force going to the glass. And it's been reflected on the stat sheet.
Outside Jackson. 11 feet away. Good. And it's a 3-point Jazz lead.
Really nice work inside there. We'll always give you a battle on the interior, guys.
Cantor. Boom. He jams it straight down.
And, Kevin, that's a little taste of what can happen when the big guy takes it up strong.
Well, I guess he does have it in him, then, to get up off the ground when he needs to and rock it to the rim.
Yeah, you know, guys, he's never going to elevate that high, but he compensates and makes up for it with his height.
And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. The Jazz making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Thunder.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he be a little bit more selective tonight.
They've raised their field goal percentage just above 50% here. They actually look like a totally different team than what we saw in the first half. Much better execution offensively.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Gobert dishes to Burks. Wide open shot is on the money. Burks has got 6 here in this quarter.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Durant kicks to Cantor. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And Cantor drops them both.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've got a different look for Utah. Rodney Hood comes in for Shelvin Mack, and it's Jackson in for Trey Burke. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Cantor's checked in. The forwards are Hayward and Favors. Jackson is out there with Hood, and it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Jackson kicks to Hayward. High post, Gobert. And the shot is good. Gobert's got 10 points in just the second half.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle. With his team struggling from three-point territory, he told them to start looking for more high-quality shots inside the paint. We're forcing too many threes, he said. Stop with the bombs and work it inside.
Westbrook up top. Gobert pulls it in.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And nothing fancy, really, about that play. That's just good old-fashioned, hard-nosed basketball to get that one.
No good from Durant. Jazz leading by 6. Favors passes to Hood. Dishes to Gobert. Stolen by Westbrook.
It's going to be tough for him here, but maybe, just maybe, it's not over yet.
Cannot afford any empty possessions. They've got to recycle everything, partner.
And so they foul intentionally. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. Westbrook with the steal.
He was on that pass in a flash. Read it, reacted, and then picked it off.
Good! And now they trail by just 4.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Here's Jackson. And the shot no good, a bit short.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me? They're having a lot of trouble dealing with Russell Westbrook. He's a handful.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a three-point attempt.
Freak, you're the guy. So good screens, tight passes now. We need to get Freak a clean look. Execute, and let's put him away.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Durant dishes to Westbrook. Durant kicks to Westbrook.
What are you doing? Stay
The
down.
three won't fall.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
The second one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that ties the game up.
Incredible composure at the line to tie it up and give them a chance to get it to overtime.
Here's Jackson. Oh, it's off the mark. And we're going to overtime. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. And the Jazz start out with the ball. And so it's Utah who scraped by with a win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
Yeah, when adversity was at its greatest, they came up big. They seemed to relax a little bit once we got it.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Rudy Gobert, who notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
Rudy Gobert is a game changer, guys. He had a major effect on this game. First and foremost, his length causes so many problems at both ends of the floor. He's developed into one of the NBA's towers of terror.
They were riding a 2-game losing streak coming to this game and could not afford to drop 3 in a row. He rose to the occasion for them tonight, big time. They needed this sort of performance from him. He took his game up a few notches. Love it, Ernie.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
The only color I care about is green, money. Now, you've certainly made
Mr. Dom Pagnotti.
Can't be sleeping, keep on waking without the woman next to me.
We got James Harden and that beard of his. Look, this guy's relentless. We know he's gonna attack the basket all night long. So I'm gonna make it my personal mission to keep that from happening. As long as we keep jumping those passing lanes, we can give them a run for their money. I know I'll be ready.
At point guard, Patrick Beverley. At small forward, Trevor Ariza. at the other forward position, Michael Beasley. At center, Dwight Howard. At the other guard position, James Harden. The head coach of the visiting team is John Blair Bickerstaff.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's Jazz starting lineup.
On the guard line, wearing number 3 and 6'1" from Michigan, Trey Burke.
At the shooting guard position, standing 6'8", number 5, Rodney Hood. Starting at center, 7 feet 1 inch, number 27, Rudy Gobert. At small forward, standing 6'8", number 20, Gordon Hayward. Starting at forward, number 15 and 6'10" from Georgia Tech, Derek Favors. The head coach of your home team. Ladies and gentlemen, your Utah Jazz.
It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. This game will wrap up the homestand here for the Jazz. And back in action is Jason Terry, the Jet. They're more than happy he's suited up and ready to play.
And a pretty quick recovery, all things considered.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. "18 feet out. Here's Capella. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Beverly against Jackson. Kicks to Booker. Clock at 6. Outside Jackson. It's rebounded by Houston. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost you.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your grill.
Moniunas kicks to Harden. There's a screen by Moniunas. Here's Beverly. No good with the layup. Utah's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
And guys, Patrick Beverly, a perfect fit for the Rockets alongside James Harden. Now, you know, Beverly is in that complementary role as a 3 and D guy. And remember, also, even though he's the point guard, he doesn't need the ball to be effective. He's good at just spotting up for threes, and he's a hounding on-ball defender.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. "55 seconds left in the first quarter. There's the pick. Mack dishes to Witham. He feeds it to Booker. Pass to Burks. Shot clock at 6. Jackson misses. Houston in the lead. Here's Harden. Goes back up. Capella. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
And the Rockets making a change here. Jones is checked in. Here's Burks. It's rebounded by Houston. Here's Brewer. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And here's Beverly. Inside, here's Harden. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. The Rockets on top, up by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Energy Solutions Arena in Salt Lake City. And certainly an intriguing matchup tonight. Let's hear from Trevor Ariza on his team's. Ariza might as well be describing his own game, Clarks. For the Jazz, Booker, he's checked in for Gobert. Alec Burks comes in for Hood, and it's Jackson in for Trey Burke. Houston with a big group substitution here. Monty Eunice is checked in for Howard. Smith comes in for Terrence Jones. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And James Harden subbed in for Corey Brewer. Burks the off guard with Hayward at the 3. Favors is out there with Booker, and it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Grizzlies ended up having a lot of trouble. He picked up 5 points and also helped out forcing a few turnovers, coming away with key steals. He's now had a string of games that leave much to be desired. Coach told me that he's still very optimistic, however, and feels he'll break out of the funk soon. Perhaps we'll see it tonight, Kevin.
Great job, Doris, as always. Thank you. Well, not the kind of performance they count on Greg from him.
And that's the thing. I mean, they count on him heavily. When he fails to come through, then that's when you end up with the losses.
Sure thing. I mean, it's always going to be very difficult for them to pull out a win when he has the kind of game he did in that one, guys.
Monty Eunice, that's a screen for Harden. To the inside. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Last season, the Pistons with a shocking move, waving Josh Smith. They bought him out, Clark. You saw that coming when it happened.
Yeah, in essence, Kevin, they paid him $40 million to go home or go away. I'm not sure how you rationalize that as a player, but he landed in a better spot in Houston.
He did. Jeff Withey, he's checked in for Utah. Look at that.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Here's Booker, and Capella sends it back.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Here's Mack. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And guys, Shelvin Mack, strong, good jump shot. More importantly, knows his role. Hasn't started that many games in his career, but maximizes his minutes when he's on the floor.
Getting back to Shelvin Mack, he plays smart, values the basketball. Clark doesn't have tremendous vision, but stays composed and makes the solid play.
Yeah, very reliable rotational player for you as a combo guard. Bulls his way around the court. He can knock opponents off balance with that size, and he's a good shot maker, too.
Here's Burks. Buries it from three-point range. Burks has got 7 points.
A really strong second quarter in terms of scoring the basketball.
Harden up top. 23 points for him the last game against San Antonio.
And equally as impressive, the playmaking. Just sensational. The way he was seeing the court and making the game easy for his teammates.
And so we conclude the first half. Rockets lead by...
Yes, I'm here with Josh Smith. And Josh, what was the key to how well this...
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a new group. Houston also making some changes. Capella's checked in, and Jones subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Taking a look at the Rockets. Harden out there with Trevor Ariza. Then there's Beasley. Then there's Terrence Jones. And it's Capella in at the center position.
Wow, he got whacked on that. There shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And so Jackson nails both of them. Rockets leading by 4. Harden left side. To the paint, Capella. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 8th assist here tonight. So for the Jazz, their last game a loss to the Grizzlies.
Guys, it was like there was a lid on the basket in that game. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end, hard to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Well, you know, the high-quality shots were few and far between for them, guys, and they have nobody to blame but themselves for that. You've got to do a better job of working harder to put up points.
And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Harden's got 11 points.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And he gets it to go. Beasley's got his second basket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Sticking too much.
Will not go. This is off the front iron.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
A shot by Harden, wide open. Off target with his 3.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Booker the pass to Jackson. Connects on the foul line jumper. Jackson's got 6 in the quarter.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Now Booker, taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And the basket by Jackson.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Now, here is Harden. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Harden's got 14 points.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Jackson's checked in, and then for Houston, Capella's checked in, and Terrence Jones is subbed in for Trevor Ariza. Rockets leading by 8. Favors and Gobert, the shot-blocking duo inside. Good out there with Jackson, and it's Hayward in at the small forward. That's the group right now for Utah.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Jackson with it. Beasley covering. Good, gets the bucket.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
1:25 left in the fourth quarter. Motiejunas a screen on Gobert. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Howard giving him lots of trouble. He has 18 points and a block.
He's just been impossible to contain. He's been unreal in this game.
Utterly fantastic is how I would categorize that performance, Craig.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Jones. Harden comes in for Motiejunas. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Capella. Houston in the lead. Harden with it. Out to the right wing. And Beverley kicks to Howard. Back to Beverley. 6 on the shot clock. Beasley against Favors. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Rockets lead by 9.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Hood dishes to Jackson. Again, the Jazz score. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Harden the pass to Beasley. Off on the layup.
Boy, he shredded the D with the patented crossover, but just couldn't convert.
Outside for Jackson. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. Beverley dishes to Harden. So Houston wins it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late,
we got to forget about that one.
Dwight coming off the loss in last game.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.
To know and love. A player that...
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoy.
I told you, Dom Pagnotti always delivers. Brand Jordan Freak prototypes. Open the box, check them out.
Ooh, it's like Christmas and my birthday on the same day. Oh, Dom.
You love them?
I love them.
Hey, they're waiting for your approval for production.
Approved.
Approved?
Approved.
Done.
Yeah.
coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest, pretty excited. Mama, Pops, Cece, yeah, they're gonna be there. Playing in front of them in the NBA uniform for the first time is gonna be a special moment for me. Now, I know all of Harlem's gonna be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And I'll be ready.
The bustling traffic coming in and out of Grand Central Station. Our view here. We're coming at you from beautiful New York City as the Knicks prepare to take the home court. The Utah Jazz come into this one after the win against the Charlotte Hornets.
How about the energy level defensively in that game? I mean, they made finding an open shot a very difficult task for their opponents.
And it wasn't just in the half court. I mean, I thought they were excellent in transition defense as well. They didn't give up any easy baskets because they always had good floor balance and got back after the miss.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Utah, Favors and Gobert are the shot-blocking duo inside. And it's Hayward and it's Hood in at the 2 spot. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Lopez. Thomas comes in for Porzingis. Derek Williams checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Tony Wroten in for Jose Calderon. Now here's Wroten, coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. Thomas passes to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Kept alive. The shot's good from O'Quinn. O'Quinn's got his first points of the night.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Here's Jackson. And O'Quinn sends it back. Stolen by Jackson. Favors. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Talking about Derek Favors, his points per game average went up last season, as it is done in each of his 6 seasons in the league. He's an ascending player.
He is, definitely refined his moves down on the blocks, and he's also become much improved at passing out of the double team, averaging a career high in assists last season as well. The arrow is certainly pointing up for Mr. Favors.
The Knicks leading by 3. Now Wroten, he's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. And Utah making a change here. Max checked in.
Sheldon Mack.
There's 1:17 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Wroten. And a miss there on the triple. Jazz trail by 3. And here's Burks. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. That drops.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Now here's Wroten. D right on him. Dishes it to Afflalo. On the wing, Williams. Hits the target from 18 feet. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
13.
Utah has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Burks' shot is good.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now here's Thomas. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Williams kicks to Afflalo. There's the pass to Wroten. 6 on the shot clock. There's the 3. Rebounded by the Jazz.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Here's Booker, and the layup falls. Booker's got his first 2 points.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Jazz out. Transitioning from college to the pros can be a challenge for many players. Here's what Freak had to say about adjusting his game to the NBA. Good points, Clark. Is checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Porzingis. And it's a Flalo in for Jose Calderon. Anthony out there with Derek Williams. Then there's a Flalo. Then it's Tony Wroten. And it's O'Quinn in at the 5. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. The Knicks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets did some really solid work on the floor. He ended with 7 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. A bit of a surprise attack for him, as he is usually just regarded as a role player on his team.
All right, Doris. Well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
Guys, it's tricky, because when you work as hard as he did in that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of the confidence about the state of his game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak condition, while physically he could probably use a recharge.
Now Williams. Tony Wroten missing on the 3. Great D that time from Favors.
Not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the board.
It's been brutal in terms of the physicality down low.
Now here's Jackson. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Fires from 14. Excellent D there from Aflalo. New York's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Favors with the screen. Kicks it to Jackson. Nato. He's covered by Wroten. Back to Jackson. Puts up a 3. Jackson missing again. The Knicks shooting 40% since the beginning of the second quarter. Wroten with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Wroten kicks to Thomas. Pass to Wroten. He dishes it to O'Quinn. From deep to Flalo. Utah with the rebound. 27 seconds left to play in the first half. Jackson dishes to Favors. The Jazz again can't hit it. Favors has gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Here's Wroten. He's got 6. He feeds it to Williams. They need this one, and he drops that one in. Williams has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
He really made that mismatch pay off. A defender giving up that much size isn't going to be able to put up much resistance near the basket.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close.
Well, Carmelo.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides. Different look for New York. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Lopez. Lance Thomas comes in for Porzingis. And Wroten subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. So on the floor for Utah. Jackson, he's in at point guard. Down low, it's Hayward and Favors. Alec Burks is out there with Shelvin Mack.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Here's Wroten following the basket by Freak. Thomas sets a screen for Calderon. Hands it from downtown. Calderon's got 6 points.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets or what, guys, but they clearly look a lot better offensively.
Now here's Calderon following the miss by Freak. Thomas passes to Roten. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. And now it's an 8-point Knicks lead.
Defensively, guys, they just don't seem to be giving the same kind of effort that they were in the first half of the game.
Outside Jackson. Nice ball movement by Utah. Back to Hayward. Favors with a screen on Thomas. Here's Mack. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Mack's got his first points in this one. The Knicks leading by 6. Roten kicks to Anthony. That's good from Roten on the assist by Anthony. And that's now 10 points for Roten.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
He kicks it to Calderon. Thomas dishes to Calderon. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Calderon's got 8 here in the quarter.
That's his third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Anthony with it. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. A different look for New York. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Derek Williams comes in for Aaron Aflalo. And Roten subbed in for Jose Calderon. They've got Derek Williams, Kyle O'Quinn out there with Porzingis. Then it's Anthony, and it's Roten in at the point. That's the 5 for New York right now. A shot by Anthony, no good.
And they've had the edge in rebounding all night long, and none bigger than that one right there.
And guys, you've seen it countless times. In a close game, hustle plays can really make the difference.
Jackson kicks to Hayward. Back to Jackson. Over to the left wing. With the shot. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 3 assists in the game.
On the defensive end, I want some of you to crash the glass and get control of the ball. The rest of you, leak out so we can get some easy transition points.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey guys, well, Kurt Rambis had some advice for the team in that last break. The game's still in question, but he told his players, guys, this is when it's fun, right? Time is winding down, a close game. This is where you show the preparation and the time you've put in. Kevin will see if they respond.
And that one's good.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Outside Favors. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Outside Anthony. Back to Calderon. This one for 3. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Jackson kicks to Hayward. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
And now Calderon pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
no time to spare. They need a bucket.
Without question. Then maybe a steal or a foul to get the clock stopped as well.
Here's Jackson. They get it back. Favors. Money!
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making.
Yeah, showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
"19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Jackson against Calderon. Shot, high post. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, it was just a terrible shot.
At the line for two.
And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Utah with the ball. Here's Jackson. From deep. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day. And I like that kind of aggressive play. But he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case.
That's a good point. Positioning is so vital when you're trying to rebound the basketball, and that's something that wasn't on display on that possession.
And Calderon drops them both.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Can't get the ball in, you got another timeout. Use it if you need it. Freak, you're a guy. You got the shot, take it.
Here's Mack. He buries it.
Let's get some stops.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Carmelo Anthony. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during. And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
as I was saying, we got a real big problem. All this kitty stuff, you evil twins, CC and Dom got you doing Vet, what was that word he was using?
Rebrand?
No. Recalibrate. All this stuff they got you doing to recalibrate your image.
Some people say you're just a hanger-on.
Dynamic duo. Dynamic 동전한 입조차 쉽고 일 없어. 잠 못 들던 그때보다 조금은 일었어. 우리는 바보처럼 몸으로 부딪히면서 배웠어. 넘어질 때마다 일었어. 다시 고쳤었지. 이력서 눈부신 성공의 신바람. 잠시나마 불어봤던 휘파람. 한 곡도 채끝나기 전에 그림자처럼 날 따라온 비바람. 시기 질투 기대 압박을 못 이긴 몇 번의 실축. 자만 나태함 속에 던졌던 말로 홈런을 맞는 실투. 다 끝 난가 같았지만 우린 우리 앞길을 막지 말라고 외치며 마음을 다잡곤 했었지. 진짜